I would say around 38, 39. I couldn't sustain a workout anymore.
Welcome to the Me First podcast, season 2, episode 2. Today we are talking about why we are always tired. That's kind of me faking it. I'm always tired, even though I sound like I have a lot of energy right now. How's it going before we do any more talking? How are you doing, Ria?
Very good, very good. Thank you. How are you? I like how you said it. I'm faking it.
There's a thing called faking it till you make it.
Yes. How are you?
All right, I'm doing well. I mean, New Year started. Company has a lot of new policies going on right now. It's evaluation season for my job,
Mm-hmm.
so a little bit busy, but I think well overall. So
Good.
yeah, otherwise, I'm really excited. We've been getting quite a bit of orders on our
Yeah.
product. Really good feedback. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
say I'm kind of getting off topic here. So when the full inventory came, I kind of started taking it,
Mm-hmm.
and I did kind of start realizing that it does help with the tiredness. I mean, I'm not saying this because we sell the product,
Yes.
and I'm saying it because I was like, huh, that is actually for me personally, it was noticeable. So
And actually, it's the first thing all of our clients and all of our the people who've
you
tried our
do,
products. That's the first thing they say. That's one of the immediate effects of our
yeah,
of mind and motion, steady energy throughout the day.
yeah. Yeah, and that's the difference. So I've taken creatine going to the gym, and creatine kind of gives you a spike, and then it gives you a drop. Mine in motion. So what I do is I'll have I have an addiction to coffee, right? So I'll have a breakfast. I'll have maybe a piece of toast or something, and then I'll have coffee. And then when I do like my 9 a.m. break, I get like one the shaker. I'll just tell you, I just fill the shaker like up to here with water. And then I just kind of chug it, and that's kind of my snack. And it totally works out well, and it helps.
It
So
does.
I'm just really excited about that. If you guys want to try them out, awender.com, or we're also on the TikTok shop. But going back to how you're doing, I made it about me. I'm sorry.
No, it's actually on topic.
Yeah, it's kind of on topic, right? But
It
I
is.
I just remember that. Yeah. So let's talk. Let's go ahead. Let's talk real talk. Let's get in there. Experiences. What is your thought on feeling tired all the time? Do you still get it?
No, oh my gosh, not anymore. But I can say a lot about this because it's my first perimenopause symptom. Like you know this, I am long distance. I was a triathlete in my early up to late 30s. So I'm used to working out long periods of time. So in my late 30s, I would say around 38, 39. I couldn't sustain a workout anymore. Like I couldn't do a short sprint, or I usually work out 5 times a week and 1 hour per day. And I have no problem with recovery. But then at one point it just suddenly dropped my recovery and my energy. I wake up tired, and I'm pretty sure it also amplified my anxiety and my depression at that time, and my mood swings, of course. So I just remember that I wake up tired and I try to work out because I want to. And then I couldn't even last for 20 minutes. And then I'd be so sore. I couldn't work out the next day or the day after that. So this, I can really talk about it because it's my first perimenopause symptom. And it was really hard. And it kept on for years because I didn't know that, okay, maybe one day it's going to be okay, until I got used to always being tired. It became my normal, but it's not normal.
It's really amazing. Believe it or not, I truly believe that there are not many in our generation. I'm Gen X. I think you're Gen X too. No, wait, you're an elder millennial.
82. Yeah.
You're not a Gen
Yeah,
X.
I think so.
You're
I'm
you're an
almost in
elder
between.
millennial.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think our generation is not quite familiar of perimenopause yet. I'm gonna admit
No.
I did not learn that term until way later in life.
Me
You know,
too. Me
truth,
too.
truth be told. Me personally, I no longer experience being tired as I am, obviously, because I was just talking about mind and motion. But my problem is that I do remember being too tired for everything. I'm just physically and mentally exhausted. And the challenge when you're tired is that it cuts into your motivation to do anything else. So, you're not motivated to exercise, you're not motivated to go out. And then it becomes cyclical because you didn't exercise, so you now have no energy. You didn't go out,
Yeah.
so you don't want to do anything. But now that you didn't do anything, you also don't have energy. So now you don't want to do anything else. And then it just, turns into this really horrible, horrible cycle.
Yeah.
And I'm going to admit it is a challenge, but I can understand how feeling tired would have impacted you mentally being a triathlete because, it's almost like a switch, right? You completely lose energy
Yeah.
on like doing things that you love and that you always thought you would have been able to do.
Yeah.
That's pretty freaking amazing. I mean, that's a strong realization. So let's talk about why. Let's talk about why. For me, I'm gonna say when we reach this age and our hormones drop, our metabolism kind of drops with it. And one of the reasons is when you're heavier. Obviously, when your metabolism goes down, you become heavier, and when you're heavier, you're more tired. So there's just a lot of issues there. And then your hormone swings. It'll affect your sleep. It'll kind of eat up your energy, and it'll just mess with everything else. So, yeah. What about you? What do you think? What are causes? Are there any kind of direct causes for you
Yes, definitely there
that you
was.
can?
Because I just realized that our hormones, when they fluctuate, it actually depletes our energy. So you don't even have energy to do all the things that you need to do because internally, the fluctuations are already consuming all of the energy that's left in your body. So it makes a lot of sense, right? That's why you feel
Absolutely.
tired. You wake up tired because your cortisol is super high and then you become sensitive and it's going to be a domino effect. So you don't sleep, you don't sleep well, you wake up tired, you can't work out and you don't feel accomplished, you don't feel motivated and in your relationship it affects your relationship too and then for me, it affected deeply my self-esteem and my self-confidence at that time because there was a time that I thought that there's something wrong with me mentally, physically
I
because I'm
believe it.
always tired and mentally, what's going on? And ooh, hard times. But I'm so happy that I came out of it.
Yeah. So low estrogen actually does also kind of impacts your metabolism. So you feel sluggish. That's the other part. When you feel sluggish, you feel tired. And then after everything you said, fatigue will just creep in. And then just everything just goes downhill from that. So it's really an effort. I'm one of the people that you have to drag to the gym, to be honest. And I was reading about it recently, and like it said, don't look at your workouts as something that you absolutely have to do. Don't make it sound like a chore. Look at your workouts as an investment to yourself. And I think that'll kind of help there as well. While we're talking about that, let's talk about solutions. What do you think? What are your solutions? Do you have any? We have a few, right? There's
Yeah,
a lot of there's a lot of solutions. What have you got?
actually,
Share it.
this is the story of mind and motion. So when I was starting to put all the pieces together, so I realized what perimenopause is and that I was actually in perimenopause for a few years already. So that's when I went into my nutritional gaps because I know that I work out, and I watch what I eat. So that didn't make sense that I was still feeling like that. So I checked my nutritional deficiencies and I am deficient in vitamin D, like most people, and magnesium and infl- omega 3s. So I addressed my nutritional gaps. And one of those things that really helped me is a creatine, turmeric for inflammation, creatine for energy, for cognition, for mood, for focus, for bone density, for muscle preservation, metabolism, and turmeric for to lower our inflammation and omega-3s. That's why we made this formula. That's why we built Awendra. It's for that, to help women become more aware of what's actually happening in our bodies and how to get support for that.
Absolutely. So for anybody who doesn't know, I was not a part of the creation of the recipe for Awendra. Ria created the recipe for Awendra. However, I've tested it, I've been using it, and I could say both of us sell a product that we actually use ourselves. And I tell everyone this: I will never sell a car that even I don't want to drive. And that's how we both feel about Awendra. And
Yes.
that's one thing, is that between Ria and myself, we both have kind of two different walks of life, if you may. And
Exactly.
both of us have two different challenges. She's in perimenopause, I'm postmenopause. And both of our experiences align regardless. And the possible, the positive impact of mind and motion to both of us is really tangible, I feel. So one of the solutions I'm definitely going to sell today would be Minded Motion. Check it out, awendra.com, and it's also on the TikTok shop. But in addition to that, I also do want to say, start creating a sleep routine. Dim the lights, change your sheets, whatever you need to do. Stop caffeine. Eat better. And then protein. We were talking about this in the previous episode. Eat protein so that you can stabilize your energy throughout the day, so that you don't have spikes and dips. Get exercise. All of us needs a little bit. We don't have to be a triathlete like my friend here,
No.
but all of us need a little bit of movement. I think what I was reading was 150. You mentioned this before too. 150 minutes total a week.
A
Is that
week.
correct?
Yes.
150 minutes total a week. So 150 minutes total a week is honestly just how many 30 minutes if you want. You can cut it in 20 minutes. You can cut it into 45 minutes. If you just do 45 minutes, that's like 3 days out of your 7. And that 3 or 4 days out of your 7, and that will totally work. You can combine that with maybe a 20-minute cardio, and then absolutely definitely do some strength training. During menopause coaching, I went through a menopause coaching certification. One of the biggest takeaways that I had is strength training. If you are not doing it today, start. And it's never too late to start. It doesn't matter how old you are. Strength training is definitely something that you need, not just for your energy, but also so that you can start investing on what your body will be in your future. And that's something that you need to do for you today. Going to the gym and working out and lifting weights should no longer be a chore. It should be an investment. And that's, I think, very, very, very important for everyone. And then on top of that, obviously, we got to talk about, learning about your hormone deficiencies. Probably time to go see a doctor if you haven't done that already. And check your stress levels, man. Stress keeps everybody awake. And
Yes.
if you're awake and you don't sleep, you're tired. You're just always tired. That's a very, very good transition to our Me First Promise. It's kind of a short episode today, but what is your Me First Promise for yourself this week?
I'm going to try to watch out for my protein intake. So I actually have a good strategy that I started to implement. It's every time
Do
I'm preparing a
share.
meal for myself, I always tell myself first, okay, where is my 30 grams of protein? So start with that. Start with that, and then go to your carbs, go to your fiber. So I think it's a really good idea, because that way you prioritize it.
How many
What do you
grams do you
think?
say? Like
30 grams
30 grams per meal?
per meal, but that's not even enough. Like for me, I need 120 grams per day to, to be my
That's 40 per
best.
meal, technically.
Yeah, good luck with me, right? I don't ever think there was a day I ever hit that number, but yeah, at least 30 grams,
Do you
I'm
think you
gonna
get
go for
close to
that.
it?
I think
You
sometimes
think you get so 30
depends.
grams per meal?
I probably eat around 80 to 90 per day.
You're still doing great, man. So some
Yeah.
days when I measure, I don't think I even hit 50. That's
Yeah, I know
amazing. You
it's
know what?
really
I
hard.
really love your tip. So kind of design your meal around your protein. Like, okay, my first focus. So that could really be your, I mean, right? So when we order at a restaurant, you have your protein and then your sides.
Yes.
So why not think about it? That's an amazing concept. I kind of like that idea.
I
What is
think
my
so.
protein? Today's protein is going to be fish,
Mm-mm.
and my
Start
sides
with
are
that.
going to be my veggies, and then this is going to be my starch.
Yeah.
I think, you know what? I like that. I like that idea. Maybe I'm
Let's
going to
try
try to
that.
incorporate that into my life.
Yeah.
I really, my me first promise this week is a little bit easy. I need to put, maybe it's not easy now that I think about it. I need to put a little bit more effort in being consistent and taking care of myself. So, in 2026, this year, my company incorporated what they call responsible PTO, which is really unlimited PTO. What that means is that we no longer accrue vacation time. We can take paid vacation time anytime we want. Yeah, we can take it in 2 week blocks as much
Nice.
as we want, anytime we want. It sounds really good in concept, but that's a completely different conversation. However, because of that, you know, before when I was accruing PTO, I used to always think to myself, well, I'm going to save my PTO just in case something happens, or just in case I want to go on an extended vacation sometime. And so therefore, I have kind of had a tendency to not take time off. And so this year, one of the things that I'm going to what I want to try to do is be a little bit more consistent in taking time off. Because I
Good.
think the breaks, the mental breaks, the physical breaks, kind of helps contribute towards being tired a lot less. Because I do recall I was out back in November. I was out for a week in San Francisco somewhere for a conference, but the fact that I was kind of removed from my day to day helped reset a little bit mentally and physically. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, I really need to do this a little bit more often. So definitely, a me first promise is to kind of be a little bit more consistent in taking care of myself. But I kind of
Nice.
like your tip. I'm gonna start doing that today because I
Yeah.
defrosted some steak. I defrosted some ribeye. So
Oh,
I'm gonna
my
look at it and be like,
favorite.
okay, ribeye is right. So it's so bad for you because it's so fatty.
I love
But it's my
it.
favorite cut. It's my favorite cut of meat.
Me too.
I make steak and I make it really simple. All I do is I take the steak and I dry it out on both sides.
Uh-huh.
And then I take the cast iron pan and I put a lot of butter
Oh,
and
yes,
then a
my
bunch of
husband does
garlic.
that. That's the secret, right? Oh my gosh. I just
Yes.
had dinner.
You put a lot of butter, you put herbs, and you put like rosemary
Rosemary.
sprigs and garlic.
Oh my gosh, my favorite.
The butter is not doing me any favors, but I will take your tip. That's also gonna be my
Yes.
me first
It's good
promise to
fat.
myself. Is it really
It
butter?
is. It is a good fat.
I
Yeah,
thought it's
butter, especially.
cholesterol.
No, no. Actually, we need that. We need healthy fats because our hormones, they actually need healthy fats.
Is butter a healthy fat for real?
Yes, it is. Yes, grass-fed butter. It's very
Oh
healthy.
my
You
lord.
know, when you eat a lot of fats and then you eat a lot of sugar, that's where the problem begins. But if you just eat healthy fats and then
Cut
good
your sugar?
carbs, cut out your sugar just enough. I mean, take your sugar, but I mean, don't overdo it. You're gonna be healthy. Yeah.
I'm learning from you. You know what? Speaking of sugar, I'm gonna tell you something. So I told you I went to a bake shop, right? I went to this
Yeah.
like bake shop, and because I just had a sugar craving, I started to notice. I feel like things are starting to become sweeter for me, and I don't know if that's age. Like
Oh,
sweet,
wow. That makes sense.
it just, it's really weird. I'm not developing an aversion to sugar or anything like that. I just feel like a lot of things are way too sweet nowadays.
You
Probably
know
that's
what
why,
I
like, I love macaroons.
Macaroons. I have a friend. She's also postmenopausal now. She said that she doesn't get cravings anymore. I don't
Like
know if
sugar
it's real.
cravings.
Yeah, sugar
Oh,
cravings.
that's a lie. I mean, I'm saying I'm not invalidating her. To me, that's 1,000% wrong. I do get
No?
cravings.
Oh, okay, okay.
No, I still get cravings, but probably not as much as it used to. But
Okay.
I
Not
do
like
know
period
that.
cravings. Yeah.
Oh yeah, before I could eat a tub of ice cream. I can't
Oh,
do that anymore. So
wow.
I, for real, for real. But now I mean, I'd probably go like, I'd get a like a really good piece of cookie, but I wouldn't eat the whole thing. Oh, then that's
Nice.
probably true. Maybe not the cravings, but the volume.
Okay.
Before,
Probably
you know
that's
what I
what it
used to
is.
love? Yes. You know what I used to love? I get ice cream and I get Magic Shell. You know what Magic Shell is, right? It's
Yeah.
chocolate syrup and it's
Yeah. Oh my
that
gosh.
hardens. Oh my God.
I
It's
love
so
that.
amazing. I'd sit there and I would put so much Magic Shell so that it hardens and I can like sit there with my spoon and crack it
Right?
like a creme brulee. Yes.
Magic shell. My gosh. Brings me back to my childhood.
Right. Oh, you know what? In our childhood, do you remember the street vendors that sell ice cream?
That's
They put it
exactly
in
what
the
it
thing and then
is.
they dip it.
Right? And it's so
Yes.
good. That's the first thing that went into my mind.
Ah, it's probably not as clean and sanitary, but we
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Definitely big part of my childhood.
It
Dirty
is.
ice cream.
I'm just gonna pull the dirty ice cream. Anyways, it kind of brings us to the end of our podcast today. One reminder from us to you is that you are not tired because you are lazy. You're tired because your body is juggling more than anyone can see. You have to remember perimenopause, menopause, and eventually postmenopause is a transition. Your body is changing. It's not going old. It's something that your body is going through. So once you understand what's happening, you can finally give yourself the support you deserve. Be part of the Me First movement. Like, follow, and share this video. Subscribe and follow us across all the socials. We are everywhere. Interact with us. Ask questions. Tell us what to talk about. And subscribe to the Me First podcast on YouTube, where we put ourselves first without guilt, because if we don't, who will? Everybody have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful week. Goodbye.